The highly anticipated second season of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage is already generating heated discussions among fans and critics alike thanks to early reports and behind-the-scenes teases that suggest the show is about to undo one of its biggest Season 1 storylines and in the process ignite a new feud that could dramatically shift the tone and relationships of the series. When First Marriage was first announced as the spin-off of Young Sheldon, many were curious about how a show centered on Georgie Cooper and Mandy McAllister would handle the challenge of bridging the gap between the Big Bang Theory's established canon and the new stories the writers wanted to tell. The first season leaned heavily into family drama while balancing lighter comedic moments and character-driven arcs, and it ended on a relatively hopeful note that seemed to tie together the couple's rocky beginnings with their growing determination to build a life together. However, Season 2 appears ready to challenge much of that groundwork by revisiting and ultimately reversing a major storyline from the first run of episodes. That reversal is already setting the stage for conflict that could define the show's trajectory for years. At the heart of this shift is Georgie's evolving relationship with his family, particularly Sheldon and Mary. In the first season, the writers took great pains to soften Georgie's image after years of being portrayed mostly as comic relief or a failed sibling in The Big Bang Theory. Young Sheldon had already begun reworking Georgie's reputation, showing him as a surprisingly dedicated older brother despite his mistakes, but First Marriage took it further by spotlighting him as a man determined to step up for Mandy and their daughter Cece. That arc was central to Season 1, with viewers rooting for Georgie as he navigated responsibilities he was unprepared for while proving to himself and others that he could rise above the low expectations placed on him. Now, with Season 2 preparing to reverse that redemption arc in unexpected ways, it appears the writers are willing to push Georgie into more morally complicated territory, creating ripple effects that will inevitably spark new feuds inside and outside his household. According to hints dropped by executive producers, the storyline in question involves Georgie's strained dynamic with Sheldon. During Season 1, the brothers were mostly kept on parallel tracks, with Sheldon off at college while Georgie juggled fatherhood and work. Their paths only crossed occasionally, but when they did, the encounters were unexpectedly supportive, with Sheldon acknowledging Georgie's efforts and even showing flashes of admiration.